I want to make a real quick video on the hidden dangers of arboring or tree trimming if you have to do some. I've done a tremendous amount of trimming on this particular tree. It's a paradise tree. And what has happened over time, let's see if I can zoom in. That telephone line right there, the guy wire part of it has grown into the tree, one of the boughs. And what has happened, let's see if we can get an angle on it. We've done an in and out on these two limbs with that telephone line. The far limb is pushing out. The one that's grown up around it is pushing in and up. And that's one of the most dangerous situations you can ever find yourself in, because I'm doing this off of a ladder, but even with the man lift in this particular situation down this alley, a man lift would make no difference. It's what's going to happen when I cut underneath that big limb. It's going to shoot out and down. And as you can see, it goes quite a ways there, across there. So you can never be fooled by the size of a line. There's more weight there than you would ever think. And that's more than enough to knock you off of a 20-foot or 30-foot extension ladder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that cut right there above, as close as I can get, and then underneath it, from the back, I'll be doing that from the back side. I'll lean the ladder up behind it so that it's shooting away from me. And when it drops, ever how much it's going to drop, I'll be out of the way. But this is just a quick video on exactly what you can run into. And thank God the power lines are over here. So I'm confident that that'll be a good fall for the limb, not for me. But always be aware. Now you can see another one that grew up around, and I was able to do it pretty safely. It's hanging there on the line, and I can get it down. But this one grew up, and I had no notion that it had done that, because these paradise trees, when they leave out, they make a huge canopy. So be careful, be real careful, and be very aware of what you're cutting into when you do this kind of maintenance work. Okay, as you can see, this scenario played out exactly as I predicted it would. The telephone line with the guy wire there was under so much tension it shot out 2 feet and down 1 foot. And had I been on the windward side of that, it would have literally knocked me completely off the ladder. So it pays to take these precautions when you're doing tree trimming, limbing. I have both felled trees and limbed. And in my experience, I am not a professional arborist, but in my experience, limbing is far more dangerous. The energy that's stored in these trees is fantastic. It's beyond anything you can imagine. And just due to, thinking about it, looking at it from all angles, and going to a little extra trouble to prepare, I was able to do that in a safe manner. And just so you know that be on the up and up, that not everything goes perfectly according to plan. When I cut that limb underneath that was holding all the energy, which is this one right here, when it hit right there, it bounced up and hit my ladder at the base, which I had anticipated that, and I had made provisions for that. But if I hadn't been expecting it, it could have been disastrous. And there's more than enough videos on YouTube to illustrate that. But you can see how far it bounced out. So if you're gonna get a chainsaw which is an extremely dangerous piece of machinery inherently. If you're going to get a chainsaw and you're going to do this kind of work, it's all on you. You have got to prepare, and the unexpected can still happen. So anyway, this is just a tip on tree trimming, and I hope it makes people think, do a little bit of planning, take an extra step, because that would have shot me clear off the ladder if I'd been on the wrong side. Anyway, y'all take care, and I hope this helps.